I am the only constant.
Throughout the summer of the Imperial year 2301, portents of doom grew across the Empire. Wells overflowing with blood, pigs screaming with human voices, crops dying, plagues and so much more came to blight men. The Kurgan warlord Asavar Kul, the Anointed, felt that the Empire was weak and ripe for conquest. He was joined by countless tribes of northern barbarians and chaos warriors. A shadow fell over troll country, and mutant creatures flocked to his banner, attracted to that raw, chaotic power. Demonic hosts crossed the veil from the realm of chaos and joined him too, with even beastmen joining up. He had the favor of all the chaos gods, and it's together that the horde invaded. Kislev's outriders alerted their armies, and the Elector Count of Aslan sent soldiers to help out too. They fought like bears, but the host was unstoppable as Kolek Suneater led in his dragon ogre kin, breaking their attack. It's in Prague that the men of Kislev prepared to fight for their lives. It was easy for the war host, as a plague of Nurgle broke through their city. In the winter of 2302, Kul finally allowed his warriors to attack, with Kolek breaking down one of the walls. Prague had fallen, and the new emperor of the empire was too late. Now to introduce some new units made by my patrons. If you would like to become a patron, there's a link in my video description down below. First up is Asti's Shattered Souls for the Mirror Guard. Someday Sigvald's sworn soldiers shielded Slaaneash's scion. Suicidal servants slaved submissively. Sorrowful, some stormed straight south. Sorcerers sought specialist suited swords. Sigvald's shield shattered swiftly. Spells swayed, spells shattered. Souls sent silent. Now we have two names for the Centaurs of Nurgle. This is by Arch the Hunter for the first one. These boil-ridden carrions of festering flesh used to be human. They used to be men with a sense of morals and honor. That's all forgotten now. Now they're a walking plague with a bad attitude. The other one is by Fearstrikes, called the Unliving Pestilence. Long ago, a cult of warriors held devotion so great that Nurgle bestowed upon them one of his greatest blessings, to become a living disease. Upon their deaths, they were to infect their own corpses with his blessing, bringing them to a renewed undead state, so that they may continue to serve their master from beyond their former mortal coils. After every battle upon their body's destruction, they quickly infect the nearest corpses to constantly renew themselves and their number for their master. Now it's time to begin with a battle. Our battle now begins over here at the Phoenix Gate. Korhill is here, commanding many soldiers and attempting to beat us in one dire defense. I doubt it'll work out for him. Egrimm is now flying over here, and we've got a dragon's breath to unleash upon these poor soldiers. Goodbye, all of you. You had your chance to leave, but you didn't take it. I plan on getting that Sword of Khaine, and they're not going to stop me. While Egrimm is fighting over here or bothering them, we can move on. We can move on to another side of their defenses. Now they've got to rush over here as well. It's all part of my ruse. No, we're not going to go back into the water again, but what a majestic location. I'm telling you, I cannot wait to have a proper Warhammer Fantasy MMO. I don't mean for mobile. Ugh. Warhammer Online was actually quite a bit of fun. Unfortunately, EA did not allow it to be fully fleshed out. It was launched in an incomplete state. If that wasn't the case, let me tell you, the PvP combat was actually quite good. So we do need to be mindful of where we attack. Right now, we've got our leader, Egrimm. He's attacking right in the midst of a bunch of spearmen. They're pretty minor, they're a low tier unit, but these eagles are now coming in too. And if we look over here, they've got some eagle claw bolt throwers. Those can be pretty nasty. We've got to be mindful of those, and two flame spire phoenixes. Oh, those are not fun. They're really not. They can deal quite a bit of damage, actually. But here's Korhill. 382. I mean, he's got, what, 80 melee attack? My god, if you haven't seen him before, check him out. The captain of the White Lions. That makes him quite skillful in combat and pretty scary to really contend with. You're breaking down your own gate, man. That isn't really up to me, but my army's still on the way right now. Their time to shine is current. Here they come. Every one of them. Tyrion, the Fallen Guard, the Champions of the Raven. There's only so much variety that we have, but it's been quite a bit of fun to have all these back-to-back battles. I've never enjoyed a horde campaign as much as I have now. It just feels like it has a lot of lore to it. We have a goal besides destroying. Sure, destroying's a big part of it, but we're also here to get books. And as books further enhance us, I've got so many tools for replenishment. where I truly do feel like a great evil, who's just kind of nomadic. I'm just trying to put together my own collection of knowledge. We're looking at 64 kills right now. It's only going up. We're at 581 weapon strength. Imagine when I have the Sword of Khaine, which I'm going to work towards getting on our current part now. I demand to have it. I wouldn't know what it would be like to be one of these poor spearmen here. Everyone's trying to put away this dragon, but they're not getting very far with it. Ouch. I like how they're fleeing. They're like, you know what? Forget about it. Especially that one elf. Oh, that's a lot of blood. Those are meaty elf chunks. Just everywhere. Well, that isn't kind. 89 have been killed, 90 have been killed, and that will only go up. They do have more great eagles coming in, and now we have our army finally here. It took long enough, but they're finally here where they can climb up onto the walls and help me fight. It is about time. That way we can deny them the use of both towers. They do have one activated, and that will deal some damage, sure, but we're gonna move the other one. Egrimm van Horstmann is still down here, fighting in the midst of a lot of them. You can see how many have died. I didn't kill all those great eagles. They're just degrading over time due to that mechanic that kills them over time whenever you summon in like any type of unit. And here's a banishment spell, just to weaken a few of them. It didn't hit as many as I would have liked, but it's a great way to weaken them. I can't wait to have that AoE from the Sword of Khaine. That'll be nice to have. We could use banishment and that together. We also have a nice debuff over here. Let me try to get to it. There we go. Immunity against contact effects like poison. Hey, how about that? That's really cool. Interesting to see it over there. Anyway, we've zoomed back out now to get a better look at where we're going and what we're doing. My third cohort of the Fallen Guard have only killed one elf so far. The juxtaposition of a rainbow and Terror Wing. That looks about right. One person was like, how has Terror Wing not died yet? Yeah, trust me, it's been close. Usually at like 200 health or whatever, I get Terror Wing out of here. It's been a very dangerous game. I don't need to play that game as much now, but I mean, it's not like they haven't been beating up on Egrimm. Look at his health. He's actually pretty beaten up now. They've done a lot to him. Here's another Dragon's Breath, slaying a few more of their guard. They have Sword Masters moving in. It's just about stopping what we can. And those Eagle Claw bolt throwers can deal so much damage. I've been debuffed. The Strength of Cernuus, reducing melee defense and melee attack, making him rather ineffectual. Here's another banishment though. That's a great way to rip through a few of these elves. What else do we have here? Well, Egrimm's gonna help out on the walls now. We've got some fleeing spearmen. They are terrified. They're fleeing for their lives. They know not of what they do. Dear Tzeentch, do not forgive them. In fact, kill them. The Chaos Warriors are having a great time too. We've already killed a lot of them. These great eagles are still there. We've got quite a few dead enemies over here too. You can see all the sensors of Nurgle. You could see that visual effect. The flies are just swarming around them. That's new, by the way. Katov added that in, and it looks great. Check that out. Horrendous. That is quite the Nurgle-like unit. You know, when I first saw it, I was like, what is that over there? Oh no, the flies. The flies are here. Anyway, my poor senses of Nurgle, they have a name, but they keep dying off so much. Now, Corhill's actually challenging Egrimm. He's like, I don't care if you're on a dragon. He really doesn't care that much, evidently. Ooh, but it's over for him. That one snap. Did that get him? It did. He's out of here. There goes Corhill. That one snap got him. And again, while that's happening, we still have the battles being waged on the walls, though that will be over very soon. There's only a few left. Terror Wing is taking some damage. I've given them quite a bit of help. We've got more units who will be moving in. There's the Chaos Spawn. You can't summon those in until you break down the gates. Now they're here to help me out against a bunch of Sword Masters of Hoeth. We just need to finish off who's on the walls. We're at 178 for kills. We've taken a lot of damage. Yeah, once you get a dragon, that becomes the centerpiece of what you're trying to do. Unfortunately, for those sensors, we've got some pretty tough elves here. And those eagles are always a pain, though when they die, they're pretty funny. They're pretty funny to me. And he takes flight again. Ah, the fire's rage. I wonder if that damage is intrinsic, like if no matter what, it's like that, or if it depends on the... I don't know. I really don't know. But there's my summoned chaos spawn. Ripping up some enemies. They get pretty crazy. Big meaty claws are all that you need to take on some elves. No, truly. It's all that you need. 207 kills. Every charge always deals a little bit more. I mean, the charge bonus is 76, so that's quite a bit of damage and melee attack. You could see how many were just struck down in the prime of their elven lives right then. Most of them over here are now beginning to break. We're just taking our time as we're trying to eradicate what's here. They're refusing to break. My Skull Reapers are tough. They're very strong. I mean, they have got a very high melee attack. They're not invulnerable, though. They're quite easy to damage. Look at how they just kind of run in. Ooh, and they jump in and kill some more of these guys. It's a good day. It's a good day to be part of chaos. No wonder they're so angry, though. If you look at just how they look. If I was in constant pain, too, I'd probably convert to chaos. Oh, well. Might as well start killing everyone. Yeah, those bombs by the Flamespire Phoenixes are pretty nasty, by the way. They can deal a lot of damage. We've got some units who are trying to run back. Like, if you go look over here, there's like a small group trying to reorganize some manner of attack. I don't know why. It's like they know if they lose here, it's all over. Now our giant Tyrion is moving in and other units are moving in. We're going to go fight at their town square. Do not like these phoenixes. No, I do not. Here's a fireball. Take that. And a Shim's burning gaze. They have 31 kills, so evidently they have been attacking quite a bit. Alright, here comes Terrorwing, but Terrorwing's not going to get too far. These Flamespire Phoenixes are pretty strong, though. Let's see. 47 melee attack, and they have magical chances to hit with flaming attacks as well. Yep, that's true. They've got 276. Yeah, they are just tearing up Horseman. He was having like some animation issues. He was just kind of stuck there for a minute, and I tried to use Terrorwing to go after the Eagle Claw Bolt Throwers just to get rid of them. They've been just present. And over here is where we just have everyone charging at those who are left, like Shadow Warriors. Those have got to go. What they see. Youch. And those are gone. Egrimm van Horstmann now is at 246. He is still fighting a bunch of enemies over here. Our Terrorwing is nearly gone now, 66 kills alone, which is pretty cool, you know? It's pretty cool that he's still going, but he needs to get out of here now. I really need him to leave. He's getting whooped on. That Phoenix is still fighting too, and doing quite a bit to Egrimm. Egrimm is trying his best right now. I just need someone to win the battle. And it looks like we've won. The battle's over. They're now leaving. We've taken the gate. A close victory. Yeah, and tell me about it. Every time I go to that fort, they end up nearly wiping out one of my units or two of them or more. But we've won. Now we can burn it down again. Goodbye. I had to trap him in one location. I didn't want him to get away. My poor censors of Nurgle, they never get a chance to live for long, but that seems about right. That feels right to me. Oh man, I've got so much over here. Okay, so what can we do now? What would be, you know what? Tide of Thralls. We'll take that. I want to see what that will do. I'm very curious about it. All right, I don't see anything. Is it over here? Oh, hey, yeah, it's over here. All right, that's my other army. That'll be fine too, I suppose. I could let them burn down something else. What about you? Can you go burn down a thing? Would you mind? But you could do that on a new turn. Can you build up a new building? You cannot. Okay. I do want more Marauder hordes. I mean, look at that. 200 per group. I'm so excited to watch that unfold in combat. And I also want to get some other hordes. I just want to have high numbers in that army. And pretty soon we'll get another army, like a third army. I'm not sure who or what. Probably a Chaos Lord. But for now, we can end our turn and get ready to invade Inner Ulthuan. A new turn now. Oh, you did go after Rock Shirok. Well, good luck. Vogan is back. That's good. Let's bring him back in. It's about time for him to be back in. Alright, so we can move down here. You too, Vogan. Well, I've got to get rid of one unit for right now because we've got way too many. So I'll get rid of one extra group of Chaos Warriors and bring him back in. Okay, so we can't get too far. What about that Blade of Khaine? Ah, we'll head over here first. It'll be a few more turns, but we should be able to eventually make it. Oh, look at that. Kuhar Spawn Seeker. He burned down Tor Koruali. I didn't really want that, but alright. Oh, look at Bordalo. They're here too. Just chilling out, I suppose. Okay, there's a decisive victory. We'll take more growth. You could use it. There's a new barbarian gained, and Krace is all gone. Okay, at rank 9, I'll put a point over into evasion for you. Now you have more melee defense and speed. Can you build up a new structure? Not yet. You're about to be at 5 growth, but you need a lot more to pick up any of these buildings. Okay, you're only 8. A Gore Beast would be fun to have. I think I would like that. Who's fighting who now? Hold on. Lothern is fighting Carcassonne. I've now encountered Carcassonne. I've got to go down there later for another book. That will take time. I might declare war on Safari while we're out here just to burn down everything again. They keep trying to colonize over and over and over. Marathi is still growing. Look at her go. Alright. I've changed up everything over there. The Sword of Khaine has been claimed by another. Well, that's where I'm going. I'm going to take that blade. It might take a few turns to get to it. Let's burn down Molgo. His name is Molgo? Who would name an elf Molgo? Hi guys, I'm Molgo the elf. Yeah, get out. You deserve to die for having that name. Okay, Egrimm. You finally get Arcane Conduit. It took a long time. Now we can work on maximizing these other abilities up here for our unique Egrimm skills. What else do we need? I have my dragon. I have a lot. I might get a few command skills later to help out my soldiers, my warriors. Okay, I could upgrade what you have to tier 5, but I want another building, so we're not going to do that yet. Who's down here? Lothern? I'm not fighting Lothern. They even wanted a non-aggression pact because they're having a lover's spat. Alariel and Tyrion are not getting along right now. But instead what I'll do, I'll go after Safari. That should be fun. Oh, time to fight Lothern. Oh god, that is a big army. Okay, why don't you come over here? Well, yeah, come over here. I could move back a little bit if I wanted to, I suppose. Maybe we'll make it. It's not 2 full stacks, but then again, he is rank 21. My god. I do like a good challenge. No, we'll keep what we have for right now. We're beginning to increase corruption in the local lands, and pretty soon we'll be closer to that Sword of Khaine that I want. Once I have that blade, everything will change. What we do will change. We're now under attack, and look who's here. I've got my allies, and they're going to help me out. We're fighting a level 21 wizard. It's not going to be easy. He's quite powerful. I mean, he's all about the White Tower. Okay, we've got spearmen, swordmasters, Lothern Sea Guardsmen. They've got, let's see over here, another lore master and another princess. Okay. Let's give it our best shot. Hopefully we can win. We do have our allies here. They've got a lot of Chaos Warriors and even chariots, so we do have a good chance at winning. Unfortunately for us right now, our allies are way over here. They're safe on a nice hill. I'm not, but thankfully they are here, or I would have lost the battle and I would have lost my secondary army. That would not have been great. So if only we could get them to come join us, that would be ideal. My initial plan was to take my army here and to bring them back. Eventually they give chase and I'm unable to do so because I didn't want to fight them all together, and currently all my units are very tired. Chariots and closer to Tabletop take damage while in the woods, so they're not going to be nearly as good, and right now they're going to be chasing after me. There's a lot of sword masters. Thankfully they can't really do as much because of all the dense woods here. It obscures all of their arrows, their line of sight, mine too, though. And you can see my army just now beginning to move in. We're just trying to get the hell out of here. I was thinking about walking, but some of my units can be seen, so I was like, forget about it, and we just began to run. Just trying to lure as many as we can. If I just hold that down for a little bit, you can see where they're all moving, and I'm just trying to get the hell out of here. Thankfully, it looks like right now our allies are heading towards us. We need them to come help out. Oh, absolutely, or we're done. That'll be it for our crew. You can see how many other warriors are here. Let's wait for the battle to begin. Here they come right now. We're back in the woods by my units. You can see them giving chase. Their colors are actually quite beautiful, by the way. And what a beautiful map as well. I love that hill. I love everything about this map. Just not where I wanted to fight. I mean, they have a lot. So I thought to myself, I could try to flank them. I could try to do whatever. But what I really wanted to do was just brawl. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to brawl. We're going to brawl hard. Here comes a bunch of eagles now, harassing my units. We can see the flies of Nurgle. Oh, very nasty. Debuffing everyone in proximity. And their army's still moving. Their army still hasn't made it yet. I suppose they're moving through the body of water. How deep is it? It can't be that deep then. Are they walking on top of it? It's just not that deep. Okay, it looked a lot deeper than it actually is. But now they're fighting some silver helms. There's a charge. Ooh, what do you have over here? Standard Chaos Knights, okay. I'm not used to seeing that axe on them. So that's really neat, that variety. So now they're fighting over here, but let's go look at our battle now. Our battle's a little bit messier. In case you want a true Chaos battle, here it is. There's nothing tactical about it. I'm just gonna concede that point right now. If you want to know, how did you do it? I don't know. I threw in a bunch of men. We have some magic going off too, like Soul Blight to debuff them, sure, but we're just fighting through them. I'm using elites, I'm using standards. It's whatever I can to fight them. So you can see where they're at. They have some chariots moving in over here. They're now surrounded by a bunch of my units. We've got all of ours who are nearby, and they're just going to try to beat back all of these elves. And while they're doing that, they're also fighting out in the water. Now that chariot should be pretty nasty. That should get a few of them. Hopefully it'll get a few of them. Their leader, let's see. Let's have a look at him real quick. He's way over here. There's Belannaer, right? If you haven't seen Belannaer, the wise, he's just a wise guy. He's not that wise. Thinks he's funny. I'm taking that book from you, by the way. It's my book. But here's their battle playing out. They're fighting sword masters, and it looks like they're just plummeting right through them right now. I mean, this was where I was going to have to fight two armies. I would have lost so easily. It would have been awful. I would have lost the whole thing. Rakshrak would be dead right now, so having that extra army is the only reason why I'm alive. People go, oh, it looks so easy for you. No, that's not true. I try very hard to win, and also I try to make sure that tactically I've got advantages on my side. So here, I had a nearby army to help me. If I didn't have that, it wouldn't matter how well I played, I would have lost this battle. They have the elites they need to beat me, and they have Belannaer, who has very powerful spellcasting. And I've also played for like over 2,000 hours, so I should probably win a few battles here and there. No, there's been so many campaigns where it's just been a huge challenge where I have to sit here and really posit every possible tactical choice that I make, because the wrong one means I lose. So I have to rack my brain, and it gets a little bit exhausting because I'm like, oh man, I've got to really push here and try. So I'm also using closer to tabletop, which is much harder than the base game in many ways. We've broken them on one side. There's my mirror guard moving in. Oh boy. Oh, there's some magic not coming from my side, but their side. We're still fighting elves over here. Let's zoom out and get a nice look. It looks like we've killed a lot of them. Look at how crazy this battle has been. And even out in the water, they've won their side of the battle. They're now just pushing on and fighting what's left of their army. But the remnants are about to be driven down into the ground, and it'll all be over for them. Oh, there's a mighty blow from a Chaos Warrior with a great weapon. That was one silver helm gone. Will you get another? That's two dead. He's killed two now. That's two dead silver helms. Will he get a third? Let's watch him. Oh, not a third, but he did hit that one. I'm still watching him. Oh, wait, he's almost gone. Nope, I'm still keeping track. Anyway. Most of these elves are now breaking. We push through, so we get to push through the rest of them as well. You can see how many bodies. Oh my god. Hundreds are dead here. Our bodies mingled with their bodies. Blood, viscera, flesh, organs. Ugh. Now it's time to give chase. It looks like we've won the battle. We just get to chase them through the woods to try to eradicate every single one of them so that we too can move on. They have broken and Belannaer has lost the battle. Goodbye, Belannaer. And there's a close victory. We were able to lose so few largely because we were fighting in the woods. I mean, look at what they have here. A lot of archers. They've got a few elite infantrymen and they dealt a lot of damage, but when it came to everything else, they couldn't win. They couldn't thrive. Sure, we'll sacrifice all of them. Not an issue. Now that was a good win. And Border Low is beginning to settle over here in Tor Koruali. Let them do what they want. I'm changing up the fates here today. We're changing up everything. Wisdom Humbled. A passive ability, the Book of the Phoenix. Well, look at that. Chance of unit gaining hit points. And a chance of the unit dying. Interesting, a 50% chance. Well, it could save us, who knows. That's one army gone. Okay, now that we have replenished, what more can I give you? Well, you are rank 10. I'll put a point over here into the Purple Sun. I mean, whenever they're all bunched up, that usually gets over 100 kills. A point into Woundmaker. I want to make sure that you're dealing damage. You already have very high armor. There we go. And we can rush on over to Elysia. Thankfully, each location should be fairly weak. I wonder. It did work out. Okay. That battle was really in my favor. There was no way for them to win. We've gained another mark of Tzeentch, providing a 12% ward save. The spoiler, a new trait gained. Now they'll have one less turn to wait out during a siege. Not that they usually wait anyway. But hey, if I ever do, it'll come in handy. Down we go. I've got more to burn down. Goodbye, Whitefire Tor. There's one more gone. I could gain 10,000 favor. I don't need the favor. Oh my god, look at that. Summoners of Rage. These are dragon ogres. Calling upon violent storms, these monsters manifest their anger and terrifying lightning displays that frequently end mass death. Those are pretty handy. And we've gained a potion of toughness. Now, I could use that. We have been taking a lot of damage in combat. Okay, at rank 25, I'll put a point over here into the Cabal. Now, all of my Chaos Warriors, Aspiring Champions, and Chaos Knight units will be, well, cheaper. They'll have more leadership, too. Okay, rank 16 for Vogan. Vogan will put a point over into the Fate of Buona. We'll maximize all of his spells. And we can force our encampment. Can I build a new building yet? No, I cannot. I need a bit more time. Thankfully, I am growing quickly. And over here, you're waiting too. I could give you summoners. I think I will. Goodbye, Marauder Horsemen. Hello, Summoners of Rage. Now we have a new turn, and I have a drink so I won't get all tongue-tied. Wax and Wane. -6 to leadership. Okay, it's only for a few turns. It won't impact my battles, not really. And what building do I want? We already have a giant. I would like some chariots. I mean, I want to try them out. But before we can do that, we've got more to burn down. I mean, I did intend to fight Safri out here because each location is only going to be a low-tiered settlement. Because of that, it's a great location for him to level up in without having a risk of dying. Egrimm, I'm not worried about. Raksharak, he needs time. He fell once before. Now we'll put another point into magical reserves. We could use more magic. We always can use more magic. Done. Now what's over here? Ah, here we go. Unholy Furnace. We'll take that. Now we can have one chariot, but I'll probably wait to get my demonic forge as I also want a hell cannon. I haven't gotten to use one of those in a very long time. Oh, look at what we need to fight. Now, do you have it? You do. He's got the blade. All right, I know where I need to go. I don't want to go here, but I've got to go here. I've got to go fight here again because I've got to pick up that blade right now. Oh boy. Bolt thrower. Okay, hopefully you're only a low-tiered location. I can't tell what your level is, but hopefully it's very low. But let's go in and fight right now. There's one major problem with the current battle that I'm in right now. It's not really that I'm fighting at a gate again because their towers won't be nearly as powerful. But over here, we've got a lot of Eagle Claw Bolt throwers. I hope there's a lot of friendly fire because these guys here could eliminate my leader. But there's one banishment. Enjoy. That can at least keep them busy and kill a few of them. Now he's charging in. They've done some damage to him though. Again, those guys are no joke, and you can see how many have already been eradicated. They brought in the Eagles. There's what, 2 or 3, 4 groups now running away of Eagle Claw Bolt throwers. So we got rid of most of them with one banishment, one well-placed spell. But didn't do that. Who knows how this battle would have gone. But again, we're going after the same portion of their gate again. Let's have a look at who's here to fight me. Caradrian. It's Caradrian. Look at that. He's a Phoenix Guard, buddy. Check him out. 88 melee attack, 727 weapon strength. Why? Because he's got the damn Sword of Khaine. He pulled the blade out. Who would have thunk it? Anyway, we've got to beat him too. Elsewhere, Egrimm van Horstmann is currently fighting a group of Silver Helms. Next time on Dragon Ball Egrimm. Now, we've gotten a lot of them. We're trapped here for now. They're still dealing quite a hefty amount of damage. You wait until I get that Sword of Khaine. He's not invulnerable, clearly not, but he's still a deadly tool. I mean, he's a mobile tank. And over here are Vogan's Exiles, now cutting through some of these spearmen. They're only spearmen. What can they do against such reckless Vogan? And I'm also trying to break through the gate quickly. I almost said great. Gate quickly. Just so that we can move in some more units down below without having to tire out completely. I don't always want to do that. They have a lot of units here, though. If we look at their numbers right now, we're looking at 1,500 left. I'm at 871. I do not have my full army. Pretty neat that I have 1,000 total. Egrimm is now moving around. He's still taking a lot. I mean, look at them. They're just shooting the hell out of him right now. Look at that. Constant. You malignant bubos. Get out of here. All right. He's just flying around now. While he's flying around, it's time for him to dive in so that we can finish off. But as usual, the Great Eagles are back. I'm telling you, in the future, I'll have to add in the no degradation of them. And I had one person really point out how they're really enjoying the shorter campaigns, and I'm glad that you are, and I hope that most of you are too, because I mean, even though they are short, most of my parts usually are at least 1 hour or even longer. So even if you get like 6 or 7 parts in 1 week, that's 7 hours of content for one campaign. And it's fun. It's a story for me. I get to teach lore, and I love doing battle, you know, overviews. I can do whatever I want. I could zoom out. I could show you stats. I can take my time. I don't need to go into slow motion. So it just actively carries out. And so I think that's really fun. Anyway, right now, the walls are ours. It looks like there's only a few left. Like over here, some Great Eagles who are left, 8 left. And then we have Egrimm who's now charging back down. We're always going to hit someone new. The Terror Wing that we have is also fighting with our leader, Egrimm. And together, they're just ripping up some Northern Sea Guardsmen. And also, in this campaign, we're probably going to have more foe variety than in any other. So even though we don't fight a bunch of different foes in one part, we move on, right? So by the time we get to our following part, we'll probably be fighting either Lizardmen, maybe Bretonnians. It could even be Imperials if we want to go get a Lord of Change, which with all my favor that I'm getting, I think I want to set him free. Set him free! Okay, Egrimm. 164. You can see that my units are now able to break in, and we can rip apart a few more elves. Yeah. Who the hell are you? Oh, you're the bolt thrower. I was wondering why you only had the blade. So their crew came out because I suppose I broke all their bolts. Now it's time for Egrimm to go after Caradrian, another iconic hero of Ulthuan. There's a lot of high elf campaigns that I do want to play. I'll need some certain goals for each of them, but before I play a high elf again, we'll be playing as a dark elf as Talaris. He's going to be fighting all of Ulthuan, so that'll be one of my bloodiest campaigns. It'll be a campaign probably only centered around destroying Ulthuan and again getting the Sword of Khaine, but that'll be for later. We've got a Khorne playthrough planned next. I think it's Egrimm, who we'll be playing as the Slayer of Immortals. Let's go look over here now. What might happen over here? Oh, I don't know. What about a banishment? Even though they're mounted, it still does a lot of damage. It is a banishment. Khaine is fantastic at taking out a dragon, so I don't actually want to fight him right now. I'm trying to avoid fighting him. He's really good because he's got a Sword of Khaine. He's at 758 weapon strength. He's at 45 kills. Here comes all of my units now. We can see the flies of Nurgle shielding us in combat. The walls are littered in corpses and bodies of eagles. We've got some enemies left. They've got plenty of arrows left too. We've got some brave soldiers over here. A breath attack wiped out most of them, so there's not too many left anyway. Khaine. Ah, there you are. He's right over here. No, we're not going for him directly, not yet. All his arrows are hitting our leader though. He's drawing out a lot of these attacks. If only that would damage someone right below, that would be fantastic. Such a simplistic person to have leading, but very interesting indeed. You know, I've never played Tyrion. I should probably play him one day. Anyway, here's another banishment. We really need Grom the Paunch, though. We need some more enemies over in Ulthuan to really balance it out. I think that's really what you would need, is a lot of invading forces all at once, so that Ulthuan has a very hard time surviving instead of just unifying. But that also applies to the Druchii as well. I think Egrimm van Horstmann is a good thing to have up there. I don't know how well he does as the AI. I'm sure not very well, but that's why I love playing with Mixu's Lords. Adds in so much variety, and the overall effects are very cool too. So there's only a reason why I'm kind of talking about other things right now, is because we've been through a battle like this before, and we're just kind of waiting for our other units to get into play here so we can just kind of enjoy and witness the overall carnage. No, whenever you fight a gate, just kind of place your soldiers in the middle, then choose one side to really commit to, and you'll be okay. You'll be all right. Anything flying is going to help you out. If you don't have flying like I do, then yeah, it might be a little bit more challenging. Over here, we have a pocket of Lothern Sea Guardsmen. They have 23 kills right now. They're fighting a few of my Hell Riders of Slaanesh. Yeah, Egrimm will use whatever force is needed. I mean, if you follow Tzeentch, great. If you follow Slaanesh, whatever. You're still going to die for the cause of Tzeentch. Oh, we did it. Cut, cut, cut. $296 kills now. Over here, that Lothern Sea Guardsman group is now broken. And we have very few left. Khaine, I really need you to go now. These poor Lothern Sea Guardsmen, they maintained their shield wall, their spear wall, for a short period of time. But these warriors, they are demolishing them. They're just too weak in comparison. And now we get to press in on more of them. And so the battle continues. What do they have over here? The Pure Main Company. How about that? 64 melee attack. That's very high, by the way. Here's another Dragon's Breath. Oh. Ripping right through them. Poor Terrorwing, I believe, was hit. And 335 health. So if you want to know how I get Terrorwing out, I have to wait for Terrorwing to just break and leave. That's really it. That's how I do it. Alright, so now we're fighting Khaine. It's time to finally get him. We've already taken out most of them. There's some flies of Nurgle here to debuff our foes. -5 to their melee attack, as we well know. We nearly have him. Khaine is very tired now. 47 kills. He's only gotten 2 since we last saw him. Look at what has happened to Egrimm, though. 1,700 health. He's nearly wounded. I'm trying to get him the hell out of here. Let's check out the battle in a more cinematic view, because it's almost over. I mean, look at that guy. He's lost so much. I even have Tyrion here, and there are so many elven bodies, yet he's still fighting. That's how tough he is, and we're just trying to get out. Dear God, man. They made me sweat a bit. I was getting really nervous because, I mean, look at that 1,000 health. He's still gunning for it. He hasn't broken yet. We just need to beat him now. That one elf. You're causing a lot of drama, man. I need you to go. Oh. He's not going yet. He's refusing to go. We need to relocate him. He killed 2 with 1 swing. There goes another group. But there's Tyrion. He's coming for Tyrion. I don't know if we'll get a chance to fight Tyrion or not, but there's 53 kills. Ooh. Tyrion's taking a lot of damage. I don't know if it's from Caradrian or not, though. He's at 891. I suppose we get to watch his final stand here. He's not going to die, but his final stand here. Why I don't agree with having like legendary leaders die, because then, you know, they lose 1 battle and they're gone, and that's it. You gotta have high-leveled leaders if you want the AI to do well. Did we get him? I mean, we swamped him. He's alone. It's over. We got him. The battle's been won. He's been surrounded by everyone. The gate is ours again. Well, a new gate. We won that battle too. Not bad at all. Okay, we lost over 400. There's not a lot for me to take when it comes to favor, so we'll just burn it down. Now, I've enabled flaming attacks, and we have fire resistance up by 50%. That's really good, by the way. Oh, I'll claim it. Not a problem. The Sword of Khaine will always be drawn to the powerful. You have defeated its most recent owner, and even as their body cools, the sword calls to you. The power of a god bound within the blade, waiting to be unleashed. Why not? Look at that armor-piercing damage. 450, 25 more melee attack, 20% ward save, magical attacks enabled, Sword of Khaine, an active ability, and will be unbreakable. Now we have power. Okay, what do I want to build for you? I don't have any trolls, true. I could always use more magic, but then again, like anything else over here would be just as beneficial, really. Any of it would be fine. Let me look at the maxed out traits here. I bet I can only build 1, but who knows? I really don't know if that's true or not. Okay. A dragon ogre would be fun, I think. I don't have any dragon ogres. I mean, again, it's all about that variety. Here's an arcane vortex. Okay, I could get Forsaken. I don't have any Forsaken. I don't really want any Forsaken. I have my Manticores too. Yeah, so trolls will probably be a likely choice just to change it up, but let's see. For now, though, I'm going to get my Shrine of Tzeentch. We're keeping it thematic. There, done. Now we can rest up for 1 turn. And I suppose it'll take 1 turn for him to, 1 turn to get the blade. There's our new armor, providing more armor and melee defense. We're stronger than before. We're not what we once were. Hopefully, oh no, she's going to be able to reach me in 1 turn. Crap. Or he will. He's only rank 12. It's not Alariel. That's good. Who's over here? Oh, it's her, the Fate Enchantress. She's over here too. Interesting. I wish you weren't. All right, let's end our turn. We've gained a new follower, +1 to corruption. Okay. Yeah, if I upgrade that, I'll be able to get a Hell Cannon and a Gore Beast Chariot. If you haven't seen them in action, I can't wait to show you. Okay. Time to move. We've got more things to burn down. And we've got to upgrade to a Demonic Forge. We'll take it right away. Okay, I've got quite a bit of power now. If you look at my stats, 980 weapon strength, 80 melee attack. Egrimm is now ready to fight everyone. But not you. You're way too weak. I don't need more favor, I just need to get more growth. Fearless, sure. Time for you to encamp. The best part is I have nothing to defend. I really have nothing to lose. I'm okay. Alright, so we do need more magic. Chaos Steed, I do not need that. The Changer of Ways. More magic. I mean, no matter what, I'll start with a full cap of magic in the very beginning of a battle. Then Vogan, let's see, what else do you need? Let's have a look over here. Doom and Darkness, Soul Blight, I haven't really given you that. Take Scouting. I want a higher chance to actually pick up magical items. I think that'll be fun. I can't really recruit more right now because I'm sure enemies will come to attack me, but later I'll get rid of my Hell Riders and we'll get other units as well. And for you, the Black Hound, at rank 11, I'll put up one over into Blade Shield. Yeah, these two are leveling up together. Maybe they're rivals, I don't know. All right, that would give you more corruption. Right. And we can end our turn again. We're still waiting. Next, we get to conquer our way over here to the White Tower of Hoeth. So we might end up destroying Safri, or a lot of Safri. Do they have any lands left? Oh, look at that. Carcassonne is now attacking Lothern. Have fun. Okay, while you're doing that, Ortolo has taken over Kothik already. Man, they freaking bit. Like, as soon as they saw that you were weak, they bit down. They want me to defeat Tyrion. If I do, I'll gain a Dwarf Tome. Not bad. It'll provide more income from post-battle loot and physical resistance. Yeah, I'll make my new army eventually. It's not really time for that yet. Let's go over to the Shrine of Khaine. We can burn that down. I told you, it's a great way for me to beef up what I have already. I'll give it over to the Summoners of Rage. Okay. We've got more growth. We can form our encampment. We're at rank 12. Eventually, we'll have a Chaos Dragon. That'll be great. Take Earthing. I don't want you to miscast, if you can help it. We can get rid of our Marauder Horsemen. And I suppose we can get rid of these two as well. All right, let's have a look at what I want to pick up. I'll take one Hell Cannon. Now, it looks like I can't take... I have to be careful in how I select my units in the future. Let's see, what do I have over here? I've got a Chaos Chariot. I can't get you, as I am maxed out on, you know, special units. Okay, I'll have to get rid of a few of these. I could get rid of some Chosen. I do like my Chosen a lot, though. That's kind of a tough one for me. I could get rid of my Swords of Chaos, or I could take standard chariots. I mean, I did want my Gore Beast chariots, but it's not a huge deal. We'll make it cheap. We'll make it cheaper. Yeah, even that will be sufficient. I'll see about getting one later. I mean, who knows what we might lose in the future. But now we can end our turn in just a little bit. I just need to move a bit more. We can come on down. We could conquer our way over to the other side. We could sail over to the other side. I mean, that's another option. I do want that White Tower, and I do want it now. Wait, hold on. Am I losing anything? I'm not. Good. Okay. All right. Let's move. If they want to attack me, let them do so. That's fine. Unknown terrain. Right. Well, I'm going to sail all the way over here to the White Tower. That's where I want to go. If they want to die, if they want to do anything else, let them do so. It's not really my concern right now. Alariel, you're not looking so good anymore, are you? Yeah, you've lost a lot. It's crazy how much we have diminished Ulthuan. They don't really have as much now. They look very small, actually, now that I'm looking at them. I've burned down so much. Well, now, we can't get a move on yet. We still need one more turn to get our Hell Cannon. We could upgrade our core building. I suppose we might as well do it now. Not that I'm too worried about having magic or favor or whatever. The White Tower. I do want to come over here, though. I want my book. I've been waiting for my book. Oh, he's back. The wise man is back. Belannaer. And I do want a siege tower. Even 2 pairs would be great. But for now, I'll try to get 1. I'm sure I won't have time to get more. They do have Channeling Spire. They have over here Dragon Princes. Let's get ready now for a pretty major siege. After we burn it down, what I'll probably do, I could burn down what's left here, or I could move on. I might leave it over to my other army, and I'll let Egrimm fight his way out. We'll burn down Lothern, maybe burn down Val's Anvil, and we'll make our way over to Mazda Mundi, and we'll begin to fight over there. That way we can have a new foe very soon. And right now, holy crap. Okay. Can your army just like perform as a normal horde? Wait, if that's really true, that's really powerful then. I thought it was like some crappy army, but if they're able to function like a normal horde, again, that's really neat. I wonder, do they go away? Maybe they go away, and I'm 2 turns away from getting more replenishment and campaign movement range, but let's see. Cooldown duration. Oh, okay. Yeah. I like that, man. That's really freaking cool. So now we have 2 armies. I mean, I guess they're just going to grow, right? Like, I don't know what their limits are, but I now have my own army just kind of chilling out, doing their own thing. Oh, they're in trouble. Hahaha, idiot. Now it's time to test out our Sword of Khaine. We've got Egrimm van Horstmann, who's now charging in. 980 weapon strength, 84 melee attack, 54 melee defense, 138 armor. Let's see what we're about to do to all of them. There's a Dragon's Breath, ripping right through a core part of their infantry. Belannaer is coming to resist me, but I've got a book to take from him. That book belongs to me. And I would very much like to get rid of Belannaer if at all possible, so we're going to move in our soldiers. I'm sure we might lose some senses of Nurgle as we often do. They've got so many elite units here. They've got chariots. Oh my god, we ripped off his head! Well, guess he won't be thinking anymore. Guess you're not going to need that book anymore, pal. Egrimm just wiped him out. He was at like, what, full health? My god. We're so powerful. That's great. That's just great news, man. There's Terrorwing close by. We've got their soldiery now moving back. They're like, hey, maybe not. Here's some more sword masters. Here comes my chaos spawn. They're charging in. Ba-boom. And we're back over here again. 31 killed. That'll go up with every single attack. It's going to be hard for me to get out of here. But we don't need to worry about having a sword of Khaine. We don't have to worry about diplomacy. That's like the best part. We can just go crazy. If you don't care about diplomacy and you don't have lands to defend, do what you want. And over here is where we have that sword of Khaine ability and a banishment working to gather evil. Oh man, so evil. Look at all the bodies. Look at how many we killed all together. Just in one area. They were trying to advance and they ended up losing a huge portion of their forces. If they didn't lose that, who knows what would have happened to my army. He's at 358 kills now. Terrorwing is pretty much done for. 5 kills and that's it. They got Terrorwing. That's how strong they are, man. I'm telling you, these elves are no joke. It's just that I've played better than they can. Here's Vogan's Exiles and all of the flies of Tzeentch. My god, it's a horror story. See where they're all at now. Egrimm's out there fighting on his own. He's who we're watching more of. We've had a lot of siege battles, but anyway, he's at 358 kills. If we get a nice overview, we can see where everyone's at right now. We're fighting a group down over here. These are Dragon Princes that we're trying to beat with my Flock of Change. They have 17 kills. The Princes have 9 kills, so not nearly as many kills. And we're just trying to push in through and defeat everyone who's coming at us right now. On the right flank, we're losing a lot. We've got our Chosen who are fighting a bunch of White Lions and Krace. Let's hope that they can do well and survive and live and thrive and be okay for another battle in the future. Over here is where we have our Champions of the Raven. I'm going to help them out. They're at over 60 kills. I mean, they're very strong. They have 94 melee defense right now. 94! That's a lot of melee defense. Here's another Dragon's Breath and now tearing up a Lothern Sea Guard company. They're pretty much done for. And Egrimm's over here helping out our Champions of the Raven. We'll have more spells to use later. We can see where more of my units now, all being shielded by these flies, are moving into battle. They're doing their part to help out. Let's keep on looking around here. We've got another spell to use, such as our Banishment. At least lightening up the load, the burden of having to kill more elves. And what else do we have over here? Egrimm's at over 500 kills. The Champions did not die. They have 24 left. They have over 100 kills. We do have Silver Helms to fight, but thankfully those Champions are so much stronger than they used to be. You can see what's left of their forces right now. There's a large group over here still doing well and beating my units. The Horstmann family's nearly wiped out. Only a few left, 4 left. The Chosen are also nearly wiped out. These units are wavering though. They lost their leaders so early on, and they lost so many that I think they'll begin to break, and now they have broken. And now we could take that Arcane Tome. We've done it. Let's use more magic and kill more of them. Why not? We're able to do that. Here's another Banishment to rip through more of their units. We finally have it. Egrimm grows in power. And a Dragon's Breath. We won a pretty major battle. It was costly, sure, but again, because our replenishment is so high, we're able to recuperate quickly. Now, at level 27, what do I need to pick up? I'll put a point over here into my apprentices. I mean, they'll have more leadership, we'll have more corruption, and whenever I do recruit a new sorcerer, they'll be at a higher level. Let's finish off what's here. It's really not too much. We've already beaten them. We've beaten their leader. 41,000 favor. Wow. That is a lot. I'll take it. The White Tower of Hoeth is the greatest repository of arcane knowledge within the whole world, compiled down the millennia by the Tower's lore masters, the greatest mages and scholars of Ulthuan, and therefore the world, who have dedicated their lives to the pursuit and documentation of knowledge, wisdom, and truth. So now we have taken another book. We've got more to pick up. Next, we'll go for Mazdamundi. I've got 2 out of 3. Or sorry, 2 out of 3. 2 out of the 3 I want right now, but 2 out of 8 total. Okay, so now we get more Winds of Magic Power Reserve. We get +5 to their rank whenever we recruit a new hero. My god. That is really good. But now it's time to fight my way out. Everyone's being rated for their books, and I'm sure they're all freaking out. The Druki are gone, mostly. Oh, you took it over, hey. The Mung took over Tor Anlek. I mean, you're pretty far from home, but if you want that so badly, okay then. Sure. And I do want a Lord of Change. I'll be getting one, but I've got to get another book. Let's see, where do I need to go? Ah, right over here. I need to burn down Altdorf. I suppose I could go to Altdorf before any other location. That's another idea. That could be interesting to get a Lord of Change, but we'll see in time. Okay, you've got to wait here. Let's pick up our Temple of Tzeentch. More magic, less magic for them. We get more magic overall. I'll never run out of magic at the rate I'm going. That's pretty sweet. And let's see. I'm going to let you burn down Tor Dranil. Yeah, I'll let him conquer all the way down here just to get some more growth and power. I don't mind taking out a few more factions. Down we go now. We're a little bit closer to our target of Tor Dranil. It'd be a great way to empower his army. Oh yeah, there's another stack nearby. Safari's not looking so great anymore. Yeah, if only I had a Lord of Change now, but I don't. Otherwise, I would totally pick one up. But we'll probably get a Chaos Lord. I don't want too many armies, or we'll detract from our core experience here, which is using a Sword of Khaine on Egrimm. I never get to use a Sword of Khaine, but now I get to, which is pretty fun. Okay, that was a lot gone, but it wasn't a major settlement. I don't want to fight that out. If I do that, I'll never get anywhere if I find out every little battle. Okay, rank 28. I'll put a point over here into Secrets of the Raven God. We've got a higher chance to get magical items now, or to steal them. And who's over here? Carcassonne. Wow, they really have hit hard, and my own armies are hitting hard too. Lothern is in a lot of trouble. It shouldn't take me too long to get out of here. Next, we'll take a Sanctuary of Tzeentch. It's all about that Raven God. Okay, Vogan, you're at rank 18. You finally get your Manticore. You can fly around and help me out. For research, what do I want? Demonic Pact? Absolutely, we'll get more replenishment. So we'll take that. And we can end our turn. There's not much more for me to do right now. Oh yeah, I need a Chaos Rift if I want to be able to get a right over here called Masters of Magic. I'll pick that up for another army. A critical failure. That sounds about right for them. We've gained a Demonic Pact now, and I still have plenty of favor. I'm pretty, cheap when it comes to what I use, and look at that. They're actually going after Lothern. My god. I might not need to burn it down. We might be able to move on to a new area now. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I could just move on. They don't even need me. Not here anyway. Yeah, let's keep on moving. I'm not done yet. Later we'll go kill them too. When it comes to our other army, well, I suppose we could let you take out Tor Dranil. But is there any other location that I would like to hit before that? Like a Unicorn Gate? No, not right now. That's a major location. I've already burned down one gate that lets me in. All it took was breaching one location. So let's go over here now. And it looks like it's not a major battle for me to fight, so I won't fight it. Only because we're moving on to a new phase of our campaign. I have fought a lot of High Elves already. It didn't take long for us to get a lot of bloodletting done, but that's really what I enjoy about this campaign. It's been so very bloody. Okay, we'll put a point over here into the Purple Sun. For our 2 Exalted Heroes, we'll put a point over into Blade Shield again. In case I forget about them, they'll always have a buff to their melee defense. That's my logic on how I justify not getting an active ability. And for more research, I'm going to take, here we go, 1,000 Twisted Blessings for my Chaos Trolls and Spawn. We'll take that for now. There's like other things I want, but I think those will do. Actually, we'll get Banners of Ruin for more leadership for my Marauders. I do still have them. Yeah, we don't have nearly as many elites in our current army, but that's okay. I don't really want that many over here anyway. It's meant to be a different theme for Sharak. But now he's going to move down here, and pretty soon we'll get ready to fight some other enemies. Marathi, I don't think she's really expanding too much. Karankar is taking a few locations. It's all taking them time to rebuild. I might get a mod to where they can recolonize without losing any soldiers. That might make it easier for the AI anyway. All right, there's Ragnar Hellnox. He's pretty close by. I've got, let's see, one army here. I've got a portion of one there and another one over here. So evidently they're going to grow and become my minions to fight all over the world with. That's pretty sweet. I don't mind that. It looks like we're outnumbered and they have another elite leader coming to fight me. We've beaten him before, but we'll have to beat him again. He's still very powerful. So we've got another tough battle ahead of us. We are quite tired due to the fact that we have marched. That could be really bad for me, but expect our battles to get tougher as we begin to get into a later phase of the game. But pretty soon, probably on our following part, we'll begin to fight Masamundi. My other army might go after another target. I would like to get a Lord of Change, but I would need to burn down Altdorf, and we're not close to it right now. But we'll get more books while we're busy. Though I could avoid Masamundi and instead go after Bretonia, because Masamundi is part of one of my final factions to destroy. So we might end up doing that instead, where we go after Bretonia and then Altdorf. Then we'll have like one army go after the dwarfs and another one go after the Tomb Kings to go get that Black Tower of Arkan. And we'll see from there. But leave a like down below if you would like to see more later. Look forward to some corny action very soon. And as always, until then,